So for us, the emphasis over the last 5 or 6 years has really been on new technology, and it's directly impacted the book publishing market, and we've been very pleased to be a part of it. We've partnered with some OEMs as well as some printers to develop these products. I'll talk a little bit more about that in a few minutes, but our goal has been and continues to be the number one coated supplier in the digital market, specifically in inkjet web press technology. I'll start with a little bit about Appleton Coated's development. As was mentioned in the introduction, we began developing coated inkjet papers back in 2007. So this has not been a new development for us. We partnered with HP beginning in 2009. We formalized our partnership, although we had an extensive relationship prior to that. But at that point, we decided to partner together and use the technology and the benefit of both the inkjet and ink technology with paper coating technology, because the unique thing about coated papers, and the reason that it's difficult, and we don't have a lot of options today, which I did hear earlier that there aren't a lot of coated paper options out there for inkjet. We're pleased to have a full line of coated inkjet papers, but the reason for that is that it's a very difficult product to make. When you talk about traditional offset coated products, it's a very different dynamic. You have an offset process where you want to seal the sheet with a binder and put that coating very tight to the sheet, because there's surface tension that's created when the blanket pulls off the sheet and leaves the ink. With inkjet paper, the difference is you want to do more what happens with what was described earlier when the OEM panel was up here. You want to leave a more open sheet, like an uncoated sheet, but of course you want to have the ink quality and image quality that you get with a coated product. So it's a very different method of coating. You try to get a situation where the huge water load that's put on the sheet gets taken away by the coating and absorbed by the fiber inside the sheet, but then the pigment gets locked in on the surface, and you get that high ink quality or image quality that we're looking for. The other trick with coated paper is to get durability, so that the ink dries and the image is held and is consistent over time. So it's been a very interesting development for us, but we launched our first coated inkjet product in 2009, Utopia Book Inkjet, and that's really propelled for us our development in digital, because that volume has grown very quickly. Just last week we announced that we're introducing Utopia Inkjet Gloss, which is a very unique product. It's a very high gloss sheet available in 80-pound text through 80-pound cover, and it is actually a 100-pound cover. And the unique thing about it is it holds image quality that is very close to offset printing, and we have some books in the back which we'd like you to look at. I think both on some of the on the HP table for sure, and on our table in the back we've got some very heavy 4-color images on gloss, 80-pound and 100-pound text that really look phenomenal. And those books have been printed in the last couple of weeks, and we see this as a real groundbreaking product.